Hey, so this is Erin Patrice from the Breaking Bread Village. I just wanted to make a quick video just to address some things. I've written it down in certain things and shared it, but I've never really think that I've talked about it this way, so I want to do that now. The Breaking Bread Village was created solely to create space for all voices. I know what it feels like to be silenced. I know what it feels like to have assumptions made about me before people even hear from me or talk to me. So I always try to provide that courtesy to people to have a conversation. I also believe that it builds bridges. It fills gaps when we have different conversations. We have so much hate, right? We have so much hate sometimes. We have so many prejudices. We have so much partisanship. We have so many biases, okay? And when you have all this stuff, all this hate, all these biases, all this confusion, and just blah, 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 we have all this going on. If we never have anybody that can sit down right in the midst of all of it, calm, cool, and collected, sit down right in the midst of it and be able to have those conversations to possibly bridge a gap, to possibly understand that person better, to possibly grow, to possibly have more empathy, or to possibly just give that person some peace in that moment, in that day, the understanding that they have been heard. I don't have to agree. I don't have to advocate. I don't have to even like it all the time. But what I will do, and what I will always do, because that's who I've always been, is be able to sit down and have those conversations. When you look back at Time Magazine, all the influential people that they put up, it's not always people that people loved. And then there are some people that people love, right? It's both sides of this thing. They were always people that caused conversations. They were always people that caused some type of influence. That's why they made it there. My point in saying that is that people in the world are not always going to be how we want them to be. They're not always going to agree or line up with our way of thinking. That's just life. And if we're never able to navigate through that, we all lose. If we never have somebody that can sit down, have that conversation from both sides of it to see different perspectives, different opinions, different ways of life, different thought processes, different mindsets. If we never have somebody that can do that, we all lose. We all lose. And until we see that, until we grasp that sometimes we have to walk outside of our comfort zone. Sometimes we have to open up that curtain and look outside to see things that are different than what we see around us every day. Until we realize that sometimes we have to travel half across the world just to see a different way of life so we can better understand why that group of people act and live the way they do. Until we recognize that, we all lose. We can't win at this thing like that, being closed off, closed-minded. People attack me all the time because I have different people that they don't agree with, and they assume I do. Don't make that assumption. Understand what this is all about. It's about allowing people to have space, to hold space, and to have a voice, period. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to stay true to myself and true to my mission. Despite what people think, despite what people say, despite the attacks, I'm good because I am being true to myself, and I challenge you to do the same.